All right. Hi, everybody. This is BitFlipper. We are back with part 2 of the Wet Boots mission in the Troop. We are, if you remember, the Canadians, we're the Germans, rather. The Canadians just completed the first half of turn 4, and now we have a chance to react. So, last time, this SS LMG group got, we lost a member. You'll note our SMG guy looks like, or no, I think it was a rifleman, died. That is unfortunate. Our Panzerfaust guy died. We no longer have a Panzerfaust. And we're also pretty suppressed. I believe we took 40% suppression. This is another area where the UI could use a little bit of improvement. I would like to be able to see more information here. Like the fact that I can click and this pops up and there's nothing there means I'm sure they're planning on doing that and they just haven't gotten to it yet. But you know, early access. So I really have two options here. It's very tempting to try to shoot these guys, but I also should maybe try to pull back into here so that I don't keep getting hit by whatever this. Is that like a Crusader or I don't remember what. Also, I don't know as much about British tanks. One option though would be to move it. If we were to move here, I think we still have visibility this direction, but let's find out. So we can still see them, but I don't think we could be hit by. We could not, so that is good. We're gonna do that. Don't want to just keep getting shot by that guy a bunch, by the tank. But we're still going to try to take a shot. Our steadiness is, pretty low because we just moved and because we're very suppressed, but there's no downside to taking a shot, but you'll see minimal times 5, minimal times 2. Yeah, and we are, let's see, 30% suppressed, and their distance, and, prone. We haven't talked about prone yet. I'll do that next time I move a unit, but for now, they're prone. That makes them harder to hit. And we moved, so a whole lot of reasons why this is not likely to hit, but let's give it a go. What feels most scary to our guys here? Probably either the LMG or the close infantry. Let's just do the close infantry. Oh wow, yeah, we didn't even get a suppression there. And I believe these guys are pretty heavily suppressed as well. 50%. Yeah, that's bad. So, they're too far to grenade. So one option is we try to fall back. The thing is, we're dug in here, which is like a lot safer than being out here, so I don't know that that's a great idea. I think we just take the hits and maybe try to hopefully get some suppression on this LMG team. Okay, 20%. That's not terrible. Okay. Let's see. So this LMG team can't see anybody yet. They're fine. The mortar team. So we took a hit last time. One of our guys is dead. Like I said, mortars become more accurate the more you fire at the same spot. They started firing at us first, so I think we have to pack up and move, and we're going to try to get out of... We're going to try to move around enough such that it lowers the chances of them hitting us, and also maybe we'll go back into... They can't see us again. You might note there that this plays... The animations in this game are really good, and you can watch them play, but if you click, it speeds it up. I like to watch the animations, but then I find myself like getting really excited about whatever's happening in the game, and then they can't see me still? It's a little bit surprising. And then I find myself skipping, because I'm just like, I want to see what happens next. It's kind of weird. Why can you not see me? I guess because it's partially obstructed by this tree? Yeah. Okay. So that's really good. However, if this thing sees me, we are toast. Yeah. What are the Panzerfaust hit chances? 64. So here's the thing. I would like for that tank to get closer. However, I would also like to be able to open up with this guy, and I certainly don't want to do that while this tank is fully up and mobile. One thing I could do, if I reverse to here, they cannot see me, but I should still have a good line of sight on those guys. Because there is still pretty good, but he cannot see me. I think that's what we do. We reverse to here. Our accuracy is going to be pretty poor because we're both going to have to be moved, and we're going to traverse the target. And and we've that's going to take more than we can even we can't even fire this turn. But that is fine. I'm going to close the hatches. Like I said, with the hatches open, these rifle and LMG fire could actually kill crew members. So let's keep those closed. It's going to hurt our accuracy a little bit, but it's worth it. And then, so I want to take advantage of this Panther here, but I have a couple concerns about moving it across the river. For one, much like in real life, I found that in this game, moving armor around without dismounted infantry is a real quick way to get shot in the rear with a Panzerfaust. And there is a lot of good cover with no infantry support, no friendly infantry support out here, and I happen to know that there's at least one Piat team running around somewhere, which is the British. I believe is it a Spigot mortar? Either way, it's their mobile man-fired anti-tank weapon. So I'm a little worried about driving the tank out here, and then also, much like in real life, these things don't turn on a dime. So if we click advance here, you'll note we can end up back here, but you can see the highlighted path is it's actually going to have to do one of these to get all the way back, which eats up a lot of movement points. We could rotate and then drive, because if you'll note, if we drive on the road, we can go way farther than that. We could also reverse, which consumes a lot more movement points as well. All this to say, if we get on the other side of this bridge, and it's real tight in here, and we decide that we very quickly need to be back over here, we're going to have to do some jockeying around or some really slow reverse driving to get back. And if we turn, that also involves pointing the soft part of us towards the enemy. So I don't really want to go across the bridge with the Panther, even as tempting as like taking a shot at those guys would be. I think what we can do though is if we bust through the wall here, we're not going to be able to do it this turn probably. Well, I also don't want to have my side armor exposed to a potential tank shot from there. I think if we go to here, and then next turn, kind of go here and rotate so we can aim down this road, that's really going to be our best option, I think. So let's do that for now. Can I hit you in the road? I can. Still not great. Why is it so? It's the distance and they're prone. Okay, well, we'll just hang out a little while longer. No need to give away our position quite yet. Still can't hit that guy. I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe he's... Oh. Is that what he's doing there? Oh, that's what he's doing there. Oh boy. Well, you guys are going to get knocked around a bit. Can't see anything. Medium machine gun can't see anything. I think we are ready for the next turn. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so they fell back, which they increased their distance and moved, so less likely to hit. They look like they might be trying to go across that little crossing there, but oh boy, yeah, that's rough. Let me guess. You're shooting at my mortar. Yep. All right. Ooh, yes. Nice and close. Oh, he knows. Does he know? I'm not sure if he knows. He might know, but it's going to be too late, so I'm going to hit him this next turn. I think those guys might be screwed. It's the technical term. Oh, lucky hit. Lucky hit, I believe, is what happens when the odds... Okay. This is a Firefly, Sherman Firefly, so it's the British mounted their 3-inch guns on Shermans, and they dubbed it the Firefly. So that our Panther's going to be pretty comfortable taking frontal hits from these like Mark IIIs or whatever these are, but that Firefly is a lot scarier. Interesting. So actually, we're I didn't realize that was a full height thing. Okay. Well, first off, Panzerfaust time. This is so much fun. I love this. 96. That's really good. 3 crew. Okay, damage MP. So, vehicles, like we talked about, have movement points and gunnery points. As they're damaged, I think that said 6. That means 6 of these are broken and they can't use them for the purposes of moving around. So, that simulates we busted their tracks or messed up their engine or transmission or something such that they can't move as much. That's really good. They're kind of stuck in a really bad spot for them to be. They can work on repairing. Vehicles can repair MP or repair GP. I believe it has to do with the number of remaining crew members alive, if it's possible to do or not, and then some vehicles can do it and some others can't. Regardless, they could spend basically the equivalent of next turn they would say repair MP. They can't do anything for the entire turn. I think maybe also the following turn, I can't remember. Basically, they're pretty screwed. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to bail out here. They only have... well, the Sherman should have, it's got the gunner, the loader, the commander, the bow gunner / radio operator, and the driver. So they should have 5 dudes. So I think we killed, what did I say, 3 or 4? They've only got 1 or 2 guys left, so which means that they can't drive and aim the turret and use the whole MG. That's another thing that the game kind of does pretty well. It simulates all that stuff, so they won't have the whole MG as like even an option anymore. They're hurting. I'm not too. I'm a little concerned about a follow-up shot from them, but can't do anything about that. We want to hit this LMG team though with the auto cannon here. Oh, yeah, that's pretty brutal. Lost suppression and killed a bunch of their guys. Yeah, boy. Can we see? Ooh, we can. Okay, so can we hit you with the whole MG? We can. What do you know? So we're going to whole MG at these guys. We got 2 kills. That's good. And some suppression. We're gonna also aim the turret. Oh yeah, this is good. And then we're gonna fire. Okay, so they're very suppressed and only have 1 guy left. This is going very well for us so far. I have a feeling this guy is about to get wrecked by this tank, so we might want to move him. However, we've still got this, I forget what this is called. Is it a Crusader or a... whatever. Don't really want to stick them out in front of it either. What can we hit from here? So, partially obstructed view is not great. That's not terrible. And that's not terrible. So, like we talked about last time, we don't have to hold all of these, and if we're going to lose, we're going to lose based on lost morale. So, I'm sort of feeling like we did some damage here with these guys. We should start pulling them back. I think we can still find uses for them, but I don't want to just like leave them here to get shot up by the tanks and die immediately. And I'm willing to give up ground over here because the river is really the thing that's gonna help us survive. So I think we're going to move them here, try to like keep watch over this opening here. But that should make them hard to hit, yeah. So they're not going to just keep taking shots from those tanks, so that's good. Obviously, my side is very exposed here. We should be good for another couple turns before we can... The armor is going to have a chance to hit us. Maybe let's move the flamethrower up, like... Oh yeah, so I was going to talk about prone. So we saw earlier those guys were hard to hit because they're prone. This is also very neat. In this game, you'll note another one of the icons here is you'll see that leaf. That means that we're going to be in the woodland if we go here. If we move more than 2, you'll see this up arrow, and what that means is the men will end their turn in like a crouched or standing position. If it doesn't have that, they're going to end their turn prone, which makes them much harder to spot and much harder to hit. Basically, if we're going to try to keep these in like an ambush type scenario, we definitely want them to be prone at the end of the turn, and it will reverse. So like it will revert back. So if we were to move here, we'd be standing at the end of our turn through the duration of their turn. At the beginning of our next turn, they're going to be prone again. It probably wouldn't be the end of the world to be standing right now because we know they're pretty far from us and probably can't see us. But ideally, we want to keep these guys prone and make them as hard to spot as possible. And as I alluded to before, my main goal with these flamethrower guys is to, if there's any infantry units that are unlucky enough to try to cross here, I want to hit them with that. So just move up 1. I'm sort of not pleased with where this gun is currently. Like, I feel like I could have done a better job of placing this. I mean, it can see pretty far this way. Oh, interesting. So we won't be able to aim at that. It's too far out of our like the direction we're pointing, because these are adjustable, but without actually picking up the base and rotating them, you can only adjust so much. But what we can do here is we can. No, is this one not packable? Oh, maybe because it's the 7. Maybe it's because it's the Pack 40, the bigger Pack 40. It's not movable. I feel like, I could be wrong here, but I feel like these were still like pivotable by the men fielding them. But the lighter guns you can actually pack up and drag around with just the guys, and that includes also rotating them. I wish I'd realized that beforehand. I would have maybe had it pointing down this road, but it's where we're at. Okay, well, then I think continuing to aim right there is the best we can do. You're just hanging out. You guys. Okay, so we need to make a choice. We either start firing back at their mortars and hope that we get lucky and just basically suppress them enough that we can zero in and kill them first. We've only got 2 guys left. Another option is we keep moving around, hoping that we basically go into the fog of war and we can't be seen anymore. It's probably the right thing to do, so we can try to get the drop on them. Like I said, this is my biggest beef with the mortars in this game. Like, my biggest beef with the game. I think that they can fix it, though, and I hope that they do. Like I said, I plan to talk to the devs about stuff as I notice them, because they have said that they would really like the help of the community, and so... And... yeah. So I'm pretty sure we could safely move over here without being spotted. And what I'm thinking is eventually this tank's going to do something, and I'd love to be in Panzerfaust range when it does. So I think we're going to do this and hope that we don't get seen. Oh, sorry, I skipped the animation there. I'm used to doing that. We're still hidden, so we're good there. Just kind of try to creep in this direction and maybe get a lucky shot off on that Sherman down there. Alright, I think we are ready for... They can't see anybody, right? They can't actually see them. That's not worth giving away our position, though. Alright, end of turn 5. Excuse me, I'm drinking tea. I hope that wasn't too loud. That is an interesting strategy. Okay, yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't care if you're back there. Good luck doing something back there. Alright, so I have a theory that if I don't move again, what I don't know is, one thing I haven't been able to figure out yet is exactly how units sort of disappearing back into the fog of war works. I suspect that now I might be better off to just not move them, and see what happens. Really? You're gonna pull up... Oh, we didn't have enough GP, though, to take that shot there. Alright, here we are on turn 6. I was getting late, so I stopped recording for the night, and I'm back here now. I figured out a couple things while I was out. So one, I made the comment that earlier that these guys, I was like, oh, the dude with the AT, the Panzerfaust died. No. If we look at another one of these, you'll see that there's a 1 here. They only have 1 AT rocket. So there are dedicated... Panzerschreck units in this game, or Piats for the British, and they have unlimited rockets. But these machine gun teams that have a Panzerfaust, those just have the single rocket. So that's what happened there. And then the other thing is I figured out, I believe this tank over here that I didn't know what it was, I believe this is a Cromwell 6 specifically. Still couldn't tell you much about it, but I believe that's what that is. So, now we're back in it. So we burned our 1 Panzerfaust with this guy. So him sitting here, where he can be seen by those tanks, is asking for trouble. So I think we move him first. I'm just gonna move back here, and I should still be able to see this guy. Try to finish this unit off here. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Now, can you see, you can see them. What if how much, I don't want to waste stability, but I feel like, yeah, this is the play here. So we're gonna do that. Okay, yeah, cool. Finish that unit off. Now, I think these guys over here, our best bet is, no, you cannot see him. Can I drive? What is the line of sight like from here? Okay, we can see there. I think my play is we do this, and we're kind of in a non-opportune angle. Oh man. I think we rotate and attempt to aim the turret, and we're gonna... our stability is very low. Take a shot because it doesn't hurt. But next turn we should have, depending on where they move, we should have a good shot, or if that Cromwell pushes up further. Alright. You're still just hanging out? We got our mortar team. Oh, they're hitting again. Okay, so I was right. The play there was definitely not continuing to move around. So here's the deal. We're hidden. They're not going to fire on us this turn. I forget if we were suppressed last turn. I'm wondering if it's worth taking a shot now at their mortar team or waiting 1 turn to try to take a shot at their mortar team. I think we might wait 1 turn. I did see in the dev Discord for this, since I last streamed, that one of the things they're working on right now is populating a lot more of the unit stats and stuff in the UI. So that'll be really good. These guys still can't see anybody. They're just kind of they're like our backup defense for when this all crumbles. So we'll just hang out for a little while longer. You did stuff. You also can't see anything. So now I'm wondering if this tank is actually going to push down to this road, so let's just preemptively kind of aim in here somewhere. This dude did an excellent job at remaining hidden. However, if this pushes all the way around, I think we actually try to hit him with the Pack 40, so I'm going to try to move this guy to where he can watch this road a little bit better. I don't think he'll be seen if we go here. Ooh. But I think if we go here, let's check out our line of sight. Okay, so here we can look all the way down the road. Whoops. That's kind of an annoying thing. So you right click to pan, or to, I guess not pan, but rotate like this. But right click also cancels the line of sight tool, which I kind of want them to change that. But okay, so we can see down the road there or there. Neither one gets us view of this tank, so that's fine. I think we maybe then in that case, what seems the best, maybe we just move. Either one's going to take us for like our entire movement to get there, so I think we just go here. We're still hidden, so that's good. Flamethrower boys just hanging out still. These guys at this point are kind of just watching this, which I think is actually a pretty good spot for them. So I'm happy with that. And these guys, they might be able to see somebody, but I'm sure that's not. Oh, they can't anyways, but even if they could, everybody's really far away. So, to end the turn. Alright, just pushing up the middle, it's kind of expected. Okay, yeah, I figured that's what he's going to do. We'll get a, ooh, yeah, we'll be able to get a shot off at the Pack 40 this turn then. Well, we'll see what our odds are. It might be better to wait. No! That was a lucky first shot at that. Oh no. That's a bummer. Alright. Shoot, well, we're going to need to do something about this armor over here. I mean, hopefully we'll at least damage the Sherman this turn. Got to think about what we're going to do because we don't really have much more AT support over there. Firefly's moving up, that's going to get a little scary. Ooh, we might be able to take him out with the Panzerfaust though. Keep going forward, buddy. Yeah, just keep moving. You're nice and safe, don't worry about that. Alright. Still just going to hang out. Mortar team. Okay, now we're going to definitely fire back at their mortars, and hopefully we get the 0 in first. This is a revenge for that scout vehicle. Oops. Oh yeah, we have to set up. So, oh, shoot, I should have done this last turn. Oh, that sucks. We just lost a turn with them. Man, that's embarrassing. Okay. I still can't see anybody. We have accurate aim, so I don't think we've seen that yet. So what this means is, in this game, accuracy goes up after every shot. At least with armor. I don't know if that's universal or just armor. I think it might be everybody, but this is to simulate. This is to simulate, making minor adjustments after, a previous shot, which is really how these tanks operated during World War II. That was a huge. I mean, they would sometimes use. I think they'd sometimes use like their like the coaxial machine gun to try to get some range in, or fire a shot and then adjust. But regardless, once you get up to 100% accuracy, you get what's called accurate aim. And when we fire here, well, actually I'm gonna whole MG first just to maybe try to get some suppression. His hatches are still open. Nope. Okay. Oh yeah, just side hit deflected. Okay. So like I said, accurate aim. We get to choose what we're aiming at now. So, I mean, obviously, if we aim at the tracks, we have a higher chance of knocking out their MP, and if we aim at the turret, we have a higher chance of knocking out their GP, the gunnery points, and then whole, I think, is just maybe more likely to kill or something. We're gonna maybe get like a side hit here. I'm kind of thinking we just go for the whole. See what happens. Good hit. Okay, so we damaged their... Oh, they're completely immobilized, and they're pretty suppressed, so that wasn't terrible. This is going to be rough. I think we just keep them here for now. They can't be hit by those tanks. If the tanks get closer... Oh, they don't even have hand grenades, so we can't even do that. Yeah, honestly, I think we just kind of try to keep them from getting killed right now. Flamethrower's just hanging out. You are still just kind of getting ready. These guys might move up here, so... Yeah, you're still hanging out. Do you have... You do not have a... You're not a Panzerfaust guy. Alright. What's our odds here? 72 is pretty good. We could wait one more. I think it's worth waiting one more. I don't think we'll get spotted, and it should further increase the odds. They're already moving quickly, so it's not going to get worse than that. And if they stand still, it'll get better, so I think we wait. Pack 40 time, though. Well, let's see what our chance to hit is. 41% is not terrible. I think I'm going to wait, though, because we're at a fire and miss right now. He might just duck back behind that building, and I'd rather let him get out in the open a little more. So let's wait one more turn. I think we'll have a good chance after that. All right, we're looking pretty good. The one area I'm worried about is over here. Well, we should probably be able to mop up this Sherman with the Panther, and then I don't think we can push through here with the Panther, so I think we're going to have to, you know, come through here and try to deal with that Cromwell, because we don't really have any more AT over there, but we got the Panther, so it should be okay. Let's end the turn. Oh, we got... Ooh, I think we just got reinforcements. I forgot that was a thing in this. I think we just got another Panther. In some missions you get, just depends on the mission, you get reinforcements. Yeah, that's good. I think that, ooh, no, that's less good. Well, maybe we should have taken the shot, but just hanging out. Oh, you're kidding me! I wonder if they, you know what? Oh, that's scary. Got a Piat team in there. They're bailing out of the Sherman, that's good. I'm wondering if the mortar team was actually firing at my light machine gun team in the building and just missed and hit the half track, because that was like such a good first shot for a mortar in this game, and frankly real life. Because the fact that they killed the hit the LMG team there makes me wonder if they were already kind of zeroing in on them, which that's a good reminder of why it's good to aim at groups of guys, because even if you miss, you might get lucky still. Alright. Where are you going to move to? Don't go too far. Just... Ooh, that's far. Don't... Stop. Ah, man. I should have fired. I'm not...
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, we did get another Panther. I'm not used to how far... Yeah, I'm still getting used to this game, and you can move so much farther on a road than off-road, which obviously makes sense. But I'm not... Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go over here. I'm not used to how... I was thinking that they wouldn't be able to go that far. I'm just still getting used to it. A lot of the maps are not on road, so I've got a way better, like, mental model guess for how far you can drive, like, off-road rather than on. Alright, we're going to try this. See what happens. I'm a little worried about that Piat team there. We're going to have to pull the Panther back. Yeah, it's not... Alright, oh yeah, we already looked at you. You're still not relevant. You might become pretty soon, though. Okay, oh, you don't have grenades. No, we can't do that. I was going to say, if this was a normal LMG team, we could maybe chuck some grenades over the wall, but... I'm not sure that's worth it. It would be worth it anyways, but... They don't have grenades, so... solves that problem. Not great odds. It'll get better. We'll leave them alone. Back 40. Man. We blew 2 good shots. Oh, you know what? I think we should be able to hit this still. Yeah. Okay, we're definitely taking this shot. And we missed. So here's the question. We could move here. You won't be able to see him. Oh, he will. Alright, I think that's our move. I mean, we could almost certainly wipe that squad, but I think this is a more high-value target. 51, not great, but we're going to do it. Already missed our chance. Man. RNG is not favoring us today. Okay, and then, like I said, we need to... I'm worried about this guy now. Can we hit that Piat team with these guys? Minimal. The other thing is we could try moving to this side of the building. Somewhere this around here, the Sherman crew bailed out. If we move it over here, we'll probably spot them, and we could probably take a shot, but then the Cromwell could, you know, just do work on us. So I don't think we want to do that. I think we just hang out for like another turn there. We gotta... So this is what I was talking about, reversing... Oh, excuse me, I think I hit my mic. Reverse and going forward in this game are... so, you know, if I try to... I can't advance, because I'm completely blocked. So I've got to reverse or turn here. I think reverse is probably going to be more bang for our buck. So if we reverse, our stability drops down to looks like about half, versus if we were to rotate to here. Oh, actually rotate I think it's a little better. I'll do that. It's 2 movement points, and then we'll start that up here. Oops, I keep canceling the animation. Yeah, that's still probably going to get better. I don't know. It looks like we're going to be defending on this side of the river a little more than I had anticipated or hoped. I think even if we move here, the line of sight because of this wall is... Oh. Okay, that's actually decent. And they don't know we're here. They could grenade us very easily, though. If we go here, I don't think they're going to see us. I could be wrong. We'll find out. They... that was bad. I shouldn't have done that. Alright. Well, maybe that'll bait these guys to come out. Silver linings, I guess, right? Let's see what happens. Yep. They just threw a grenade in. That's what that was. Only killed one of our guys, only 10% suppression, so really that could have been a lot worse. We still might be able to do some major damage to them just with our LMG. Oh, he's still firing at that LMG team. Alright, we might be able to take them out the mortar. Yeah, these guys are going to try to push our Panther, I think, but hopefully they step out of cover and we can hit them with that LMG team that's still hidden up in that building over there. Okay. Yeah, the mistakes were made. Ooh, they're going to be easy pickings for that LMG team. Alright, I figured that's what the Cromwell was going to do, which is why we're moving that Panther around. It's kind of funny how they just phased through the wall there. Honestly didn't know they could do that. I thought they would have to... I guess it's like they're climbing or something. I didn't realize on the high walls they could do that though. Alright. You're still just hanging out. Mortar team. We are going to try again. When you have the mortar selected, this little crosshair icon indicates where it fired at last time. So this is helpful for remembering if you're going to get the like follow-up shot accuracy bonus. Nope. Maybe next turn. Alright, this guy is about to become relevant. Not quite, but almost. We are going to do this. We're going to open our hatches because we're driving away from the baddies. And go here. We're just going to work our way around to this Cromwell. This guy is interestingly hidden now. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but... so I am going to try some a little... I don't learn my lessons well, but... Okay, that's what I thought. So, let's see something here. Okay, he can see me. Basically, I want to be able to take... I want to take these guys out at some point, just for the morale points, but I don't want to do it quite yet, since we're hidden, and he can see us there. I'll wait till we can get the Panther over and start engaging it, maybe, and then do like a coordinated attack. Alright, can we... No, the orchard's in the way. Bummer. Okay, well, we'll just go where we think he could go. I mean, my guess is he pushes up into here or here, so we'll just kind of split the difference. Here, look at you. Sorry, I kind of forget what I look at. You're good. Flamethrower. You're not necessary quite yet. Okay, well, 30. So here's where we make our decision. 30 times 5. There's 5 of them. Oh, that makes sense. So you actually roll for the number of... It looks like the times 5 is because you're rolling for the number of dudes that there are when you're using the LMG. So statistically, we're going to take out, like... So it's really 30 times 6. So we... Just under 2 is the, like, statistical probability. I don't think it's worth sitting here and continuing to get hammered by everybody. They're just going to throw grenades again. I don't know if they can enter the building from this side. I don't think they can, since we... Well, actually... They might be able to. So if they enter the building, they can throw grenades at us still. If we move back 1, I think we'll be out of grenade range. But I'm just wondering if they're going to push in and then grenade us again. Having said, if we stay here, we're gonna die. 'Cause this guy's gonna shoot at us some more. Well, let's do this and... Man, I am not pleased with how this entire bottom situation went. I could have played that. I mean, we made some gambles and it did not turn out well. I'm actually going to try to move here because we can kind of move over here and try to get some shots on these guys.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Yeah. I think we pull back. Try to draw them into the medium machine gun fire. If they come through here rather than just going straight into the building, that might do that. Alright. They should have a pretty good shot here. Yeah, we're going to take that. We got to start putting some pressure on. Yeah, that was good. 4 kills and they're pretty suppressed.
Jawohl.
You still have one more move? No, not internal.
Jawohl.
Not movement points inside the houses or whoops, I didn't put images. Oh, you've got a mounted, you've got an LMG group riding around on you. Okay. Where do we think that might be the most useful? Probably maybe over here somewhere. We're just gonna like try to watch this road here. So we'll just keep advancing for now. Alright. Let's see what happens. Yep, they did go straight in. Oh, they did not grenade us though. That is interesting. Oh yeah, those guys are going to be at medium machine gun range soon. You gotta be kidding me. That mortar has had more lucky first shot rolls. Kind of interesting. I don't know if that Jeep can drive through that broken brick area or not. Alright, yeah. It's a good thing we started rotating the Panther over. Also, this should free us up to take some shots at the Sherman team there with our light machine gun team. Sherman crew with the light machine gun team. Are you going inside? Are you outside or inside? I can't tell. Oh, they've got a medium machine gun team there. Alright, we should be able to hit him with the Pac 40, but we're... Yeah, this is a joke. Well... so you'll note here, when multiple like HE rounds land in an area, you'll see that this is half smoke. Smoke builds up, so which is kind of cool. So the more that tanks fire at like a given spot or mortars or whatever, it actually becomes harder to hit the target because of the smoke and debris. And same thing with the same thing with firing. When these large guns fire, they actually produce a little bit of smoke. So the more they fire, it actually makes them a little harder to hit. Yeah, we're minimal because 90% suppression, and because of the half smoke, and but there's no reason not to take the shots. You're there. Come on, mortar team. Can we please just get one decent shot off? Please. Oh my word. Worst mortar team ever. That was a pretty good odds. We'll take that. Honestly, should have been better. Alright. I think we take initiative here. Shoot! I forgot. We don't have grenades. I am kind of throwing a little bit. We can see them. Oh, but I want to try to get that. Got one of them. Alright, where they did make it inside, we also don't have grenades. This is not great. They will absolutely have grenades. It's just like a normal infantry team. So actually what I'm wondering is, we're not like inside the house, we're not terribly effective at fighting. I mean, we'll kill like one of them and suppress them a little bit, but they're just gonna throw grenades back and kill us faster than we can kill them. So I think we might actually move back here because I mean, this is our objective. So let's do that. All right, where's that Cromwell? We're not gonna be able to see it this turn. It's gonna be able to see us on its next turn. So as long as we just want to make sure that we're happy with the direction we're facing. Honestly, I think that's pretty good. And we will pre-aim our turret. I don't think it's going to push out beyond this, so I'm just going to guess right there. Alright, these guys are going to... It's been nice knowing you, Sherman crew. Flamethrower is just hanging out, and we got our Panther over here. I mean, eventually I think we're going to want to try to push down to here, so I'm actually wondering if we just... Why does it say that this is captured? could be that this is close enough. It could also be that some guys snuck in here that we did not see. A little worried it's the latter. What I'm thinking though is I think we actually pull onto the road here and take advantage. Yep. Okay. Alright, yeah, well, we're spotted. We should be fine. So we'll start engaging over there next turn. Bail out our machine gun team so they don't.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
My other question is, do we try to do anything cheeky with this flamethrower? I don't think so. If this tank wasn't here, I might try to, like, take multiple turns to get them down there to try to help out, but honestly, we're probably going to collapse here pretty quickly. This is going to take a while, but, I mean, numerically, we're not at an advantage there. So I think we just continue to hold out. This guy's, like, kind of useless where he's at. It's mostly to cover that road there, but now we've got the Panther, so I think we can move this guy. Wondering, like, this isn't bad. Yeah, I think we do that. Because if they push it up into this, like, courtyard and stuff, we're going to need to be able to deal with that, so we'll move. It's going to take us 2 turns to get there, but that's fine. Alright, and yeah, we're just going to leave that there. See what happens. Mortar's probably going to wipe their enemy. Mortar's probably going to just decimate another one of my units. Yeah, that was inevitable. We've still got one guy up, it looks like, but he's not long for this world. I might do something cheeky and just try to run with it, to try to just run away, see if I can save that morale point, but I don't think we can. Yeah, he's not going to be able to fire this turn. This main gun. That mortar team is like the MVP. They better get like a medal or something. We clearly have like the B team mortar squad. Okay, yeah, just leave your side armor exposed like that. I like that. That's really smart. We should do that. Okay, yeah, we didn't even get suppressed. They should get pretty... Should have a bad day next turn. That's fine. Just hang out in the house. After we take care of this Cromwell, we'll bring our Panther back down and throw some HE up into that building. We're going to finish moving to here. You shouldn't have any currently useful things to do, which is fine. So, like, small arms fire into buildings against enemies, as you would expect, is not very effective. So it's not really worth it to, like, move my light machine gun here and try to exchange fire with them. We're somehow unseen again. I guess it's because we never actually fired at them over here and they didn't see us duck back out or whatever. So honestly, I think I'm just going to leave this guy here for now until we can get... I kind of want to move him here. Hello? Why? That was weird. I kind of want to move him here just so that we can, like, when somebody gets out in the open, but... I don't think it's worth. Yeah, I think we'll just leave him here. Maybe get a little ambush off. Let's just whiff with this mortar real quick to get that out of the way. Yep, that's on brand. Medium machine gun team. You are not going to have a great shot at anything, but... Oh. Or any shot at anything. Okay. So our only hope here is we're just going to try to run and not lose our morale point with this guy. I think we're going to, but let's just... It's worth a shot.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
You can't see anything. Alrighty. Yeah, 75. That's pretty good for our first shot on target. We'll use the whole MG. Might get some suppression. Nope. If we hit, this should do damage because we're definitely on the side. Oh, damage GP. So that icon above them means that their gun's out of action. They might bail out here. That's really good. That thing's basically done for. So we still got that Piat team in here that I'm worried about somewhere, but we can't do anything about them. The one thing I'm kind of wondering is, I want to leave this. I'm going to move these guys here because when that Cromwell is knocked out, what did we just spot? Oh, shoot. That was, well.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
What I was going to say is I kind of want to clean up the crew that's there, but in retrospect, that was real dumb. Yeah, you can't see anything. I'm definitely going to leave him there, though. Like I said, there's that Piat team over here somewhere that I'll get a shot on eventually. I'm just going to stay there. Alright. So what are our chances? Ooh, that's good. Okay. So I definitely want to bail out. So what happens if your vehicle gets like severely damaged when you've got infantry riding on it? They just get knocked off to the side. It's sort of like a I know in but like Battle Academy, those games, it's kind of that where they don't take damage, they just get stuck in an adjacent hex. They're like really suppressed though, and usually lose a full turn. So I don't really want that. So we're gonna dismount, just in case this Sherman is able to return fire this next turn. But once again, maybe go for a lucky suppress. Nah. And then this, we've got pretty reasonable odds here. Yeah. So the gun's not completely out, but we knocked off a couple of their GP. They only have 3. They might not be able to even fire, because they've still got to traverse the turret quite a ways. They honestly might drive. I don't know. We'll see.
Jawohl.
Alright. See what happens. Yep. Honestly, the fact that they moved, it's because that's, you'll know what, yeah, that guy was doomed from the beginning. You'll note that all the sounds there, it sounds like that squad is basically all SMGs and maybe like 1 rifle, so their range wasn't good enough. If their range was better, they would have been better off to just fire from where they were, to not take that stability penalty, but... Oh man, gotta love it. I'm okay with that because I should be able to, yep. Okay, the Cromwell crew bailed out. Yes, okay, and that is why we did not move that team there. Finally something going well over in that sector. I mean, this is going to be real rough after, but that Firefly just turns around and point blanks us.
Jawohl.
But this is going to be sweet. Yeah.
Jawohl.
Alright. You're still just hanging out.
Jawohl.
This mortar team is going to go just put a hole in the unoccupied field over here somewhere. No way. We actually got some suppression.
Jawohl,
Still
Herr
haven't like
Kommandant.
killed anything, but ooh, this is nice though. Alright, that one unit did not die in vain.
Jawohl.
So, well, we now know that these guys need to do this. Yeah. We got really lucky that that was like an all, like mostly.
Jawohl.
So they bailed out. They're probably back here or here. I'm trying to think. If we come back here, we can start lobbing HE shells up into this building, which would be really good. You know, we can always rotate back if more tanks are coming across the river here. I'm not sure how many more they have, though, because they've still got a couple down there. So I think, as much as I don't want to just, like, leave this Cromwell crew running around down here, I think next turn we maybe get these guys back into this building, try to take them out, and then start hunting around for these guys. So, all that to say, we want to, I think, just head back over here. So then we do some calculus here. It's 3 movement points to fully spin. 3 to do that. Yeah, we just fully spin.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Man, I don't know if this flamethrower is ever going to need to do anything over here. Just fine. Like I said, their range is so short. It's 2. So I don't really, like, trying to move them out over here is pointless, and I don't think we could even sneak them around anywhere where they're going to be that useful, so just leave them there.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
So this guy, let's see if we can finish off this. Oh, that's bad odds. It's because we got suppressed last time. So then what I'm wondering is, do we have a better shot if we just move somewhere? I did not mean to do that. I meant to do line of sight. Whoops. Well, whatever. Kinda. I don't know. It's a Saturday morning. My brain's not fully functional. It's been a long week of work. Kind of throwing over here a little bit. So basically, their guns damaged. They're probably going to try to do a repair, so I think we push up on them. It's not fully damaged, but they're so not even pointed the right direction, it's going to be a couple turns before they can do anything to us, so I think we do go for a gutsy push here and try to get lined up for another shot. Hopefully there's not, I have my hatches open, hopefully there's not a guy with, I think I do, do I not? Maybe I don't. Hopefully there's not a guy with grenades just hanging out in there, or like a Piat team. We'll start moving these guys up. I'm concerned that I was just spotted. There might be somebody in there. Well, we'll find out. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, he's just gonna run. That makes sense. No, don't go back in the house. Yes, yes, go out in the open. That is a good idea. I think the machine gun team might be able to see that. Oh, it's possible that tank is what's spotted. Alright, we should be able to hit it this turn. Of course, he's moving now that we finally... There's the Piat team. Okay, that's our #1 target. Dude, what machine gun does he have over there? It's like a high rate of fire for a... Yeah, that's gonna be rough. Ooh, he didn't have enough GP. I feel like that's a really high rate of fire for any of the British machine guns. I would have figured it would have been like a Bren, which definitely did not have that cyclical fire rate. Not that it's probably at all accurate. Oh, let's get like a... Oh, is that a, It's got the disc-shaped magazine on top, which I think means it's a, shoot, what is it? Used in World War I a lot. Is it the Lewis gun? Or the... I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see if we can hit this Piat team. Wow. Really? We're that suppressed? This is 40%, and they're small target, and they're prone. So here's something that I've noticed in this game. I guess it kind of makes sense. Sometimes it's better to, if you keep getting kind of like the equivalent of like suppressed locked, I guess, where every turn you're just super suppressed, it's sometimes actually better to move back one turn, become unsuppressed. Next turn you can move again and be here. They're going to know where you are, but you're going to be able to get a shot off before they they can suppress you more again. You obviously lose the stability from moving, but sometimes that's less than what you lose due to the suppression. That's not terrible odds there. It's also possible we kill the driver on that Jeep. Honestly, this has more potential to hurt us, so yeah. Okay. That's the medium machine gun team. Wonder if they're going to try to set up there or keep moving. Alright. So the Piat range is not extremely long. It might be able to hit us right here. But I'm not too worried about it. I think we need coverage on this road. My other thought is we could go around here and try to do that, which lets us pull back behind this building a little easier. If we need to quickly get back over here again, it's going to take us a lot longer to get like jockeyed around, but really not that much longer, so I think that's what we do. So it's going to take us a couple turns before it can be effective, but this provides us better cover, because we can just poke out here and then reverse real quickly if you need to. Alright, so we know that the Cromwell team is over here somewhere. Or the Cromwell crew, rather. I don't want to lose line of sight of this, though, because honestly, the tank crews, they've got like SMGs, but they're not terribly effective. I'm more worried about more infantry units coming across here, so.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant. Ja. Jawohl.
Alright, this guy's gonna die if we leave him here, because he just lined up his cannon. Fortunately, we can do this. Sure. And he cannot hit us again.
Jawohl.
Alright, we should be able to... Yeah. Oh, man. Yes. Okay, the gun's fully out of commission. We should be pretty good there. And I want to get these guys up into these trees. I'm worried about there being bad guys there. If there are, this push is going to be a little scary, but honestly, we're just going to chance it. Is there anywhere I could be moving you that would be more effective? If we moved them into these trees here, we could get a little, like, crossing line of fire over there. It's not great visibility, but right now, I do not think we're going to get any infantry coming along through here, and if we do, we still have them, so I think we do that.
Jawohl. Jawohl. Schnell.
Alright. You guys can continue to just suck it up. Oh, actually... So we've got 3 units right next to each other here. We're going to do this. If they miss, let's see. So if they go miss here, there's 2 adjacent. Doesn't matter because they're all 3. So basically we're going on the theory here that if we miss, we might hit something next to it. And we'll probably miss. I got a little suppression and that's it.
Ja. Jawohl, Herr Kommandant. Ja.
And that is that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he's just going to fall back and try to save that morale. I honestly don't care if you guys all sit in that building. You don't win by doing that. You need to keep pushing forward. Alright, yeah, next turn we should be able to move that LMG team back forwards, and they're so close that even with the whole MG is still up on that. Really? You can move that far still? Wow. It's not long for this world. But yeah, like I was saying, they move so far, so close, and they're out in the open that even with the stability penalty of moving our LMG team back up to those windows, we should still be able to hit them just fine. That is interesting. Sometimes they, like I said, early access game, the AI is honestly not too bad in many cases. I've noticed where it gets a little wonky is sometimes the tank AI seems a lot better than the infantry AI, and sometimes the infantry will make some really interesting choices. But I think that's just part of it's early access. They're still iterating a lot. So I think what we do here is we try to take out the Piat team because they pose a threat to our Panther, and if they're gone, then we can pull the Panther up and do some work. Not great, not terrible. We might be able to wipe them both. Yes, that is excellent. Okay. We're going to close the hatches, so if they get close and try to grenade us, we don't have problems. We're going to do that. Our whole MG is not pointed the right direction. We're going to end our turn, though, if we do this, so we'll just do that. And aim the turrets, because we should still be able to get a shot off if we do that. Yeah, it's not going to be great, but we might get some suppression. A little tiny bit. Alright. Yeah, so we want to try to get these guys over here to get some crossfire going. Schnell. That is not great. The distance, very small. And the attacker moved. Alright, so the distance is the biggest issue. Now, let's go for it. Pretty suppressed. I don't think you can see any of them, so we're gonna maybe get lucky on this Jeep driver. Yep, there we go. So you'll see there, we killed the Jeep driver, and there was this small infantry, I guess this would be like a fire team or something that was in the Jeep, so they got ejected out, like I talked about, and now they're suppressed, so they won't be able to do anything for the full next turn. We're going to continue to play the odds of missing and maybe hitting the adjacent unit here. Man, our mortar has just been so lackluster this entire... Alright, we just want to get visibility on this crossing again. I don't think this... I mean, it's just luck of the draw, right? They could have pushed up this direction, but I don't think this flamethrower team is really going to come into really get used at all this turn. One thing we could try to do is try to walk him through the orchards over here and get close enough to this road, but honestly, I think by the time we get there, this whole thing's going to be decided, so... Let's just do that. Ooh, do we have any good line of sight here? I think we... That worked out kind of well. And since they're suppressed next turn, we should be able to get one more shot at them before they move. Alright, we're going to do a gutsy push again, but I want to try to finish off this Sherman over here. I think they should be getting pretty close to their morale limit. We're at 4, so we can't lose a ton more stuff, but honestly, their tanks severely, what it can do is severely limited. Its main gun is busted. I suspect they're going to bail out here pretty quickly. In which case we kind of just want this LMG team to be in a reasonable position to clean them up. You can do okay with the tank, but infantry versus infantry definitely seems to be the way to go. All right, let's see what happens. I don't think they have many turns left. Yeah, sure, just push back up into the open. That seems like a plan. Wow, they're not even gonna fire? Yeah, they bailed out. Well, I think we win next turn. See, like, this is a little interesting. Were I that infantry, I would have probably either tried to fall back or at least suppress, like with one of them, suppress the LMG team in the building again. But got that Firefly coming in on the bottom. He's not going to be able to see us this turn. Next turn he will, though. So actually...
Jawohl.
Oh, man. So the Firefly's scary. I want to get the front of my armor pointed that direction. As much as I would like to try to take out that, we gotta do this. It's still gonna be a very close range, and he's on the road, so he can come all the way down here. I actually think we might reverse. So let's move these guys first, so we're not clogging up the road.
Schnell. Jawohl.
And let's pull back to like here. Maybe? I want to see where that Firefly goes before we make too much of a commitment. And then we'll just kind of... So it knows we're here. It's probably not going to poke out super far. Let's just do that for now.
Jawohl.
Let's see. Can't see anything. It's not useful. You guys can just keep whiffing hard. You'll probably like kill me somehow. Well, okay, whatever. Let's take out this team. Yeah. And let's rotate. Hit them with the whole MG first. Yeah. And then I guess well, I don't think they're going to come back through here. I think we just, I don't know, do this and see what happens.
Yeah.
Don't know why this guy pushed back into the open. Oh, that's why. So that's another cool thing in this game. Vehicles, they do block movement. So I've run into some really funny scenarios where like there's like a 1 hex gap in like tall hedges, and I'm like all excited because I knock out one of their vehicles, but then I realize it's like completely plugged to the gap and I can't get anything through. And also they block line of sight, so you can do cool stuff where you know, like in real life, you know, just advance your infantry right behind the tank and stuff. So he's currently hiding back where we can't see him because that tank's in the way. I don't think we can move. Yeah, I don't want to get out of the building, so we'll just hang out another turn.
Jawohl.
Do we want to try to move that anymore? I say. We'll just leave him there.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Medium machine gun team. Can't hit anything. Don't think we can kill that piece of this. I'm not actually sure if you can continue to fire like a vehicle that doesn't have anybody in it. I'm not actually sure if you get the
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
morale points still. Like, I don't know, should I be just trying to kill this, should we try to kill this, you know, empty Jeep over here for the morale points? I don't know. That feels a little hokey though, so I'm not going to do it. Alright, they're very hard to hit.
Jawohl. Ja.
Alright.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Let's see what happens. I thought we were going to end that turn. They've got to have, like, they've got to be so close to the morale limit. I wouldn't be surprised if they're 1 unit away. Yep, and watch them like completely wipe out like my medium machine gun team or something. Oh, or the mortar team. They have got so like I don't think I don't think that the computer has better odds than you, because I've played so many rounds where they have not hit anything with the mortar, but they're getting so lucky this game. Alright, yeah, so the medium machine gun team in the woods should handle those guys. I'm pretty sure that it's over this turn. Let's find out. Well, let's just do that one first, I guess. So this is oh, they don't even know we're here. That's really good odds. So you'll note we could grenade them if we moved up one. It's not going to be that good. It's going to be like 50% times 2, I think. So we'll just do this. Yeah. They're still in it. That is surprising. Also, the Firefly didn't move up at all. Okay, well.
Jawohl.
I think we do this. Keep our front pointed that way. And do this. And just
Jawohl.
hang out for another turn. Might as well.
Jawohl.
It's, you guys are probably dead next turn. Gonna go for that luck of... Oh, I missed so badly it suppressed the guy in the other building.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
That is... well, we should be able to do this. So, while infantry fire into buildings is not at all effective, firing HE shells into buildings is quite effective. They can't see them. Takes a lot of movement points to cross this little thing, and I don't think we can see them from there. Oops. What about there? Oh, we can't see them from there, so we'll just advance to there. And might as well use the whole MG first. And we should have reasonable... Yeah, it's not bad. There it is. That is the match. That honestly didn't go as well as I thought it would. I felt like we started out really solidly. Like, it wasn't horrible. If you compare our losses here, they clearly had the much worse day. But man, their mortar team kept getting so lucky. Yeah, it wasn't horrible. We made some really bad mistakes early, like down here. I should have risked both the PaK-40 shot and the Panzerfaust shot on those tanks early on instead of trying to wait for better odds. But then again, I didn't realize their mortar squad was going to just keep rolling double sixes all day, or nat 20s or whatever. Alright, so yeah, this has been the troop. Like I said, I'll quickly go over just why I think you should buy this game, why I think it's worth full price. So, I've played some more. I had like some shorter times to play when I didn't think I would have time to finish recording this. So I've actually played some more missions since I last did this. So I'm all the way through. Now I've beaten every mission through Wet Boots as both sides. So and I beat Rats and Cats as the British. So I only to have completed every single normal mission here, I will only need to, as both sides, I'll need to do Germans on these two. This is freaking awesome. It has it's cats because it's got tigers in it, but it is really big and a really, really cool mission. If I were to do another video, it'd probably be as the British on this one. It's just so cool. But yeah, so all that to say, like I said, I've played both sides of both of these, and I am up to, I'm up to almost 30 hours of gameplay on this game, which is quite a lot for an early access game. And this game, I believe the full price is $40. Obviously, money means different things to different people. For me, $40 for 30 hours of fun, and with the promise of more to come, is so well worth it. I mean, where I live, it costs like $18 to go see a 2-hour movie at a movie theater. You know, like, to me, this is worth it. Yeah, there's some things that they they should and will continue to improve. Like I said, I happened to see in the Discord yesterday evening, I think, that they're working on adding in more unit stats, which was one of the things that I called out while playing this that would be good. They've got a preview map up. This is pretty cool. I'm not going to play this right now, but I'll show you. They're working on adding in force selection as part of some of the missions. So if you've played like Panzer Corps or something like that, the idea is that you've got a budget of points right here, and you can actually select which units you want to use on your side before you place them. Ignore the really bad UI. This is in the preview section because it's like this is more of like they want to get people to try it out and say what they think about the mechanics. So the UI is real not good for this so far. But I think they've got actually a cool idea here. So the way that this works, I haven't played around with this too much yet, but basically you actually pick sort of a force package, and then you can customize it with units that might be like. So I don't know as much about the Commonwealth platoon structure as I do about like the U.S. World War II platoon structure, but if it's anything like the U.S., typically they had their core platoon, and then they had different sort of different like mortar teams or like heavy machine gun teams that were just sort of allocated to the unit, but weren't necessarily under their direct didn't in the command. They reported to the platoon leader or whatever, but they weren't inside the normal squad level like command chain. I'm describing that really poorly, but I think that's basically what this is here. Is like you've got your main kind of core units, and then you can sort of have your like, oh hey, you've got a detachment of like commandos for this mission, or you've got this extra Piat team, or you've got this Centaur. Oh, Centaur 4. That might have been what we were fighting. Maybe it wasn't a Cromwell. I don't know. Yeah. So this is really cool. It's like 2 of those, and then you can do things like a late deployment. So that's what I think that's basically what the reinforcements are. So you can be like, I'm going to take these as reinforcements, so they're not going to be there at the beginning, but I get a cost reduction for doing that. So there's just like a bunch of really cool. I am just so excited about for where this game's going to go. I hope that by watching this you see like how like honestly pretty polished this is for how early access it is. Like I said, the UI is like the biggest area for improvements, but that's totally what I would expect. The core of this game is just very, very fun. And honestly, I think they're probably going to continue to tweak, especially, my guess is they're going to continue to tweak, especially some of the infantry units, like how their behaviors and stuff like that. But if they shipped the full game with none of the armor mechanics modified whatsoever, like I would be completely happy. The armor in this game is the best thing. Like I was saying when we were playing, just like the whole like simulating the turret traversal, like making it so you really have to plan about like, okay, well, how am I gonna get this thing turned around and out of here if I need to, or how am I gonna like, how am I gonna like peek around this corner in such a way that my turret's already pointed in kind of the right direction and I don't have my side armor exposed, and I'm not doing a ton of moving and turret traversal before taking a shot that's almost certainly gonna miss. Like, it's just I like I said, I've played almost 30 hours of this game. A lot of it has been over the last couple weeks, and I'm going to finish out these other missions, and then I'll probably take a break for a little bit until they add more content. But if there were 10 more missions, I'd play them all right now. It is just so much fun. It does not get boring. The other thing that I really, really like, I think my second most favorite mechanic is the how infantry are spotted or can hide. The fact that you can set up these really cool ambushes with like a Panzerschreck team or a Panzerfaust, or just like having the guys hide in the buildings and wait till people get close. You've got to make a lot of decisions about when do I want to do my ambush, how long do I want to wait, risking being seen before we wait for them to be in an optimal position to attack. Just a lot of stuff that like I think is I'm not like was never in the military or anything, but I like reading about these things, and I play a lot of both tabletop and digital, war strategy games and stuff. And from my understanding, like it feels very realistic. Like you have to make realistic sort of trade-off decisions, and it just feels so slick and so cool. The graphics look nice. The the missions feel like a lot of them are these attack defend style missions, but if you think about it, like I mean, that's what a lot of the Normandy invasion was. It'd be interesting if they had. There is one mission in this game actually that's really interesting, where you're both on kind of opposite. It's both like you're both rushing to take this one area, so neither has a strong foothold, and you're both. You got a lot more like light mobile units, and you're kind of doing this really fast-paced skirmish. So there is some diversity in missions, and I think they'll continue to add more. But I think it'd be really interesting if they expanded theater of operation to include, like, I don't know, if they did like North Africa and like the long range desert group, and some really just like epic open tank battles, or there's just so many directions they could go with this to continue to add more content. It would feel fresh and fun. Um, yeah, so I think that's most of what I wanted to cover. I'm not going to keep rambling. I'm pretty hyped on this game. I'm sure you can tell. I could talk about it for a long time. But I just think this game is so much fun. It's, like I said, really small development team, but they're super active on the Discord, really responsive to people asking questions in there. I've been in there for a little while now and just kind of watching what's going on. I plan to, I'm going to finish the last of the other missions from the German side just to make sure. I'd rather do kind of like one big, like, hey, I've just played every single mission. Here's my kind of like brain dump of thoughts rather than just trickling them in. I don't know if that would be helpful for them or not, but that's how I'm going to do it. So I plan to go talk to them about my impressions. One thing I'll call out, just because I've seen it in the Steam forums a couple times, and I actually thought this myself after playing one mission. One thing you'll note is there is no reaction fire mechanic. And what I mean by that is if you've played a lot of games, a lot of strategy war games, there's especially at this like kind of platoon level, or even like XCOM, something like that. Say you've got a guy in this building here, and maybe you have some sort of like Overwatch type move that like ends your turn, but sets it up so that the next turn, if it sees anybody moving out in the open, it fires at it and takes sort of a shot of opportunity. At first, I was kind of concerned that the game didn't have that, and I will admit there are still some times that are a bit gamey. And what I mean by that is there are a few times where, say, I've got a light machine gun team up in here, I'm defending here. Or actually, sorry, let's say I'm attacking here, and the enemy's got a light machine gun team right here. So I can see through this gap right here, and it's got a wide open view here. Like this is right here. If I were to pause my unit, they're just gonna it's probably gonna be a full squad wipe. But let's say I've got an infantry unit right here. So one thing that we didn't do at all in that last mission is some of the infantry units have like smoke grenades they can throw and stuff to limit visibility and stuff like that, which is very cool. However, if I'm right here and I'm trying to get over here, I have enough movement points to just run straight across on my turn, and I'm not going to be, I'm starting my turn in cover, and I will be ending my turn in cover. They won't be able to hit me at all. It feels kind of cheesy to just be able to like run across right there, like right in the open, and I'm having 5 guys stream past like right in front of a machine gun, like set up machine gun. However, I don't think that it's worth adding complexity, because if you think about what would they need to do if they wanted to add reaction fire, well, tanks shouldn't have reaction fire. They're like turret traversal and aiming and all that stuff is so slow, and you think about a time slice of how long a single turn is really supposed to be taking here. It's we're probably in the 30-second range in a lot of these cases. I can completely buy that a tank being able to line up and fire, especially if it fired on the previous turn. You've got to think about like reload times and all that stuff. I can completely buy that a tank should just not have reaction fire for all intents and purposes. So then you got to think about, okay, well, what about like what about, I've got a medium machine gun set over here, and I'm looking over here. I may not even see the guys run across, this gap right here. Or if I do, it's going to take me time to like traverse the machine gun over and then fire. And, if I could instantly, like I was just shooting over here and I can instantly snap over here and reaction fire, like that also feels pretty unrealistic and just maybe overpowered. You could probably make it fair by doing something like have an Overwatch action where you have to use it, and maybe you have to use it in a specific zone. Like if you had like a okay, I want to Overwatch over here, and it's gonna watch like these like circle of hexes, and if somebody runs through there, then I can reaction fire at them. And that, with like a light machine gun or a medium machine gun or even like a squad of riflemen, I could totally buy that. And you could even argue like the whole MG on a tank, the bow machine gun, not the coaxial, but the whole machine gun on the front of the whole. Um, I think that is realistic and probably wouldn't be too overpowered. I think you would have to do that where you would say like I'm setting up a kind of a zone of Overwatch or whatever. There are also sniper units in this game, so same thing with them. Um, but think about all the added complexity that would add to the UI and making, okay, well, yeah, you can do that with this unit, but you can't do it with this unit. I'm just not sure that the added complexity is worth the amount of you know fun it would add to the game. So I will say, like early on, I was like, they definitely need to add Overwatch. They definitely need to add, or some sort of reaction fire. They need to add it. And I'm at the point now where I actually don't think they do. And I've seen a lot of comments about that. If you think that, and actually, this is the one thing I did talk to the developer about, and I really appreciated their response. They said, I said, hey, are you thinking about doing Overwatch? I've seen other comments about it. I think it would be really interesting. Have you thought about it? Was kind of how I approached it, rather than just like, you need to do this. And the basically, I said how much I'd been playing, and he said, could you do me a favor? I'm not saying this to like try to get you to go away, but could you go play some more missions and then come back and tell me what you still think? Because he's like, this game is kind of like basically he was like, I think it's he, sorry if I'm getting your pronouns wrong, but uh, basically I think this game it doesn't need it. And I went away thinking, okay, yeah, sure, I'll go play the rest of these because this game's stinking fun. I'm gonna play the rest, and then I'll come back and tell you that I think it needs it. And by the time I got here, I don't think it needs it. So that's just something to keep in mind. All right, I have talked way too much. I don't know if anybody will watch this or if it'll even be remotely useful at all, but I had fun making it, and it was fun to just kind of explore the game and talk about why I liked it. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to do it in 2 parts, so yeah. Thanks, everybody, if you made it this far. Go by BitFlipper. Have a good one.